Yeah, not too bad. It's my first time on breakfast. I've spoke to Jamie in the afternoon a couple of times, but never breakfast.
Oh, well, look, welcome. And we're really chuffed that you called up this morning. I'm imagining that you're not in the best mood after that response or that performance at the weekend to Brighton. What's gone wrong and how do you fix it, do you think, Richard?
Well, there's 2 points. One, there's part of me that's quite happy for a certain group of players at United, because I feel that the media, not so much you guys, but newspapers, and then the fans that have never watched Man United but come on social medias, have singled out 4 players specifically. One gets away with it because he's called Cristiano Ronaldo. But the 3 players that get it in the neck more than anyone are Harry Maguire, Paul Pogba, and Marcus Rashford. Them 3 didn't play in the worst performance United have put out all season. And I want to know where those people that have been blaming those 3 players all season are now. Because if they genuinely believe that them 3 are the problem at Manchester United Football Club, there's a deeper lining problem. I don't understand what they've ever done.
Richard,
you're getting in the neck more than anyone.
Richard, you're right to a certain degree because they have been mentioned more than most. But I think you could argue that Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, you could add in there. You could add in, certainly looking in the forward areas. I would look at Fernandes, who's had nowhere near the season that he had, when he first arrived at Old Trafford. So there are other players as well.
Do you know what, Tony? My problem, and that was my next point. I'm the guy that keeps phoning into talkSPORT constantly to say Bruno Fernandes is so overrated, it's unbelievable. And I always believe, and it always feels like, he's got this little bit of protection around him. And I phoned in the last time, and for the first time ever, someone actually backed me in Tim Sherwood. Someone actually came out and ousted him saying, is he really as much as what everyone thinks? Because he was compared to Kevin De Bruyne at one point, and people are like, I'm a Man United fan, and I'm looking going, no shot, not even close. Because the stats that people talk about are the ones about assists and goals, and most of his goals were penalties and things like that. They don't talk about assists of where he loses the ball on the pitch. If you pass the ball 1,000 times forward, you're going to get 7 or 8 assists. That's not.
He's had a bad season. He's had a bad season, Bruno. But you can't get away from the fact that the season before he was amazing. So the talent's there and the performances are there. There's something going wrong at Manchester United, which is obviously a terrible thing, and the confidence of all of them have just gone through the floor. This
is how I feel, because there were also stages of last season as well where Harry Maguire was by far their best defender and barely missed a game, and individually it feels like something that is going wrong.
That dressing room's rotten.
All of them.
It's rotten. That dressing room is rotten.
You could add in McTominay and Fred have had a very average season.
I think most of them.
You almost expect them to be average because they are average for Manchester United standards.
Yeah.
But when you sign, Harry Maguire for 75 million, the scrutiny is going to be there. Bruno Fernandes, for me, was their top performer. He's their best player last season. So why has he dropped off so much?
Yeah, the easiest
because the
answer.
drop off can't just be because he's not good enough. Because he's shown that he is good enough. So there's more going on at Manchester United that we don't see. The dressing room is absolutely gone. The belief's gone. The confidence. The mentality stinks there.
Okay, name your Man United player of the year.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
De Gea?
Okay, De Gea or Ronaldo?
Well, yeah, Ronaldo's top scorer. Yeah. Or De Gea. I mean, but De Gea wins it every season, doesn't he? I mean, for the last 3 or 4 seasons, which sums up really where the club is at the moment. The state of it is that your goalkeeper's winning player of the season.
You've got a 37-year-old who's... you've just mentioned straight away because obviously his goals ratio and what he's given to United. And you've got a goalkeeper who's been there and won it a number of times. The rest have been, if not mediocre, well below that.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.